True. We
I'm
should have brought
also
that yesterday.
I'm also
So that way.
I'm the comic book guy. I recommend the comics.
Yep.
I realized I had closed Twitter before sending out the tweet that we are live.
Oh, are we live?
Oh, we're live?
We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
So, as
shit.
I am
These
getting...
glasses hide my crippling depression.
Oh, it says the title says Dungeons and Doofuses.
Fuck! Why do I keep forgetting to do that?
And it's funny because the actual first episode of that is titled our Geeks by
Oh,
Gaslight
that's a
episode.
cool layout.
So
Fuck!
I didn't know we're playing D&D today.
We're not playing D&D today, that is tomorrow.
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do with my character.
I'm sharing
this
this
is
with
just-
some people. I'm gonna take off this hat because hats are lame.
You're lame.
True.
How
I'm
many
sharing
this
Captain
with
this
some
with
Canuck
some
series
people.
are there?
Captain Knuckles. Or wait, no, it's Captain Knuckles.
No, there's this it's called Captain
Yeah, I know,
Canuck.
there's Captain Knuck. It's like... I remember looking through a book at Villainous Lair. It was, like, kind of funny to read.
There are so many. There's all new Captain Canuck classics. That doesn't seem possible. Captain Canuck Unholy War? What? Wait, what?
Okay, making sure everything is running fine.
I just found the best piece
I think
of
you
fan
spelled
art on the
Guthrie's
internet.
name wrong.
God! We're doing it live!
Oh my god.
Fuck me in the duck. The beginning. God damn.
Oh, I found the best picture on the internet and putting it.
I'm not
On the
checking it because
Discord,
that would
if anybody
fuck up
wants
the
to see it.
layout. Okay.
Guthrie, check out this. Captain Canuck Unholy War.
Okay. So, first I gotta tweet out
Oh God.
that we are live, yo.
Send it. Oh, it's in the
What
Twitch
is
chat, you
this?
mean. Where'd you put it, Guthrie?
Yeah. Oh, I put it in the Discord.
What I'm saying is, so they recently added a not
I should
safe
put
for
it. I
work
should open the Twitch
channel
actually.
to the Ace Attorney Discord, and it has not been a good idea so far.
Oh no. That's not a good idea for the mods of the Ace Attorney Discord.
Yes, which I am one of. I'm a mod.
Oh yeah. You are.
And it wasn't my idea.
Totally was not. Says the hentai dealer.
Yeah, I may or may not. In my defense, I didn't know he was 11 before sending him hentai. I mentioned that he was banned for posting a picture of his shit, right?
Yes, so hello ladies and gentlemen. We are the Geeks by Gaslight and we need Jesus. Anyway, so you might be noticing a new face here just staring at his computer screen absent-mindedly
Is that
while
me?
wearing headphones. Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it
hi.
is. Yes, hello. Say hello to our buddy Scott, or Scatfish as many people on the internet know him.
That's me.
He is an
Do
Ace
many
Attorney
pe-
nerd.
Yeah, I also like Zero Escape.
And Zero Escape.
And some other
Alright,
stuff.
Ronnie. Can I add links?
In the chat?
Yeah.
Which
Twitch
one?
chat.
Skype or...
Twitch chat.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Horror Nerd is always here.
I mean, nothing has stopped you before.
Oh.
Anyway, so... Our buddy Scott was supposed to join us last week on Geeks by Gaslight.
But you canceled it.
I canceled
Yeah.
it because of lack of news, goddammit.
There was plenty of... Whatever.
There was
Ever.
plenty of news, except we have standards here at Geeks by Gaslight.
Wait, you do?
Yes!
Oh, then maybe letting me on wasn't a good idea. I never meet any standards.
Damn it, Scott.
Or letting me post anime Captain Knuckles fan art of the captain from Flapjack.
I'm gonna really close
Did
it.
you post that in the Twitch chat?
Yes.
I'm a fool. I'm a fool.
I looked up Captain
God.
Knuckles, went to Google Images, and that was one of the first things that popped up.
Sometimes I
The
wonder,
blue
Guthrie, why
guy
I let
from Flapjack.
Guthrie, sometimes I wonder why I let you do anything. Anyway, so first let's start off with how our weeks have been.
I'll
My
start.
week is shit.
Oh.
Oh.
That is all.
I spent my week just doing work. It's just schoolwork, and then today I beat Bloodborne for the first time, and then instantly started up my new game plus. It was really fun. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I got the bad ending though.
Rip.
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't really done anything this week, which means it was a good week. Oh, yeah, that's basically it.
Ronnie.
Well, I thought Guthrie was gonna say what he did.
Well, my week has kind of been shit. I haven't really played any video games. I read the new Captain America. It was pretty good. And I got into DC Comics with probably the worst comic to get into it with.
Not the worst
DC
one.
Rebirth. I have questions answered that I never had. But yeah, that's kind of it.
As for me, I basically just did work this week, schoolwork. Yesterday was a crazy day for San Diego.
Oh yeah,
Why?
yeah.
What happened?
Donald
Trump
Trump.
Donald
protests.
Trump happened.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of our classmates got arrested.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big Jack got a broken nose.
Oh.
Yeah, those.
And then he tweeted out like, "Oh, thanks at San Diego police for getting rid of all of those thugs trying to disrupt my rally."
By the way, guys. We should specify that the Jack that did get arrested was not the one on Geeks by Gaslight. Don't.
Yeah, that's why I said
Or
Big
the one
Jack.
with the broken nose is not. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two Jacks.
Mhm.
So, and also, let's not continue to call out people's names.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Confidential.
Yeah, stuff happened.
Stuff happened. Yesterday was
Yeah.
a crazy day.
Things
Any-
we watched it in class, and it was simultaneously hilarious and really frustrating. By the way, Ronnie, you might want to get rid of the whole playing Dungeons and Dragons thing, because we're not.
I did.
Doesn't
Oh,
say
for
that
me
on
it
my
says
end.
playing gaming talk shows.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I fixed it all. So yeah, yesterday was kind of a crazy day. And then I spent today just doing nothing. Yep.
There's way more anime fan art of Flapjack than Captain Knuckles, and that is not a good thing.
Is anything Flapjack related ever a good thing?
I hated that show.
I
That's-
loved it.
That show was okay.
It was weird as fuck, and I
I
loved
vaguely
it.
remember that show. But it was surreal as fuck and kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I don't even really remember it that well, actually.
That plate of
It got a
pancakes
live-action
that grew
movie.
arms.
It did?
It did.
Wait, it got a
Got
what?
a live action movie.
I need
I'm
to
looking
see
shit
this.
They got a live action movie of
up. I'm
Flapjack.
looking this shit up.
Look it up after the podcast, please.
After the podcast. By the way, random
Too
fact.
late, I looked it up.
Random fact. The Magic Treehouse. You know the book, the series of books that got an anime movie.
Yeah, I know.
I need to see that.
Can we?
Should I just start a
What's Ronnie news before
bad
the?
movie
Okay.
reviewing channel on YouTube?
Quickly to news. So first thing on our agenda: 2 new Xbox One consoles in development. One sent for E3 2016 revival or reveal. I'm dumb.
How many
Yeah,
Xbox
it's-
One versions have there been?
2 new Xbox consoles plus the new PlayStation thing. Like, it feels like console makers and NX. It feels like console makers are like decreasing the lifetime of consoles. Like
Well,
it used to be like years basically was a lifetime for last gen.
This is
That was like the console lifetime, and now it's like 5 at most.
this is this is like did everyone forget that like
New consoles
not
are a
everyone
thing.
can pay multi hundreds of dollars like every 3 years?
Exactly, like they're
Yeah.
big
It's like they're
purchases.
catering to tech fetishes and like PC fans who keep bitching about consoles. And
I
like,
feel like they're trying to win over PC fan bases.
Mhm.
yeah,
And they're not doing it right at all.
like just
Yeah, because any PC fan base won't get a console anyway, unless if maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know some PC people who might own like Xbox One or PS4 or something, but
I think that most of
Uh,
them own Wii U's because Nintendo doesn't
Yeah.
release games on either of them.
Yeah, I play.
Yeah,
I can confirm I play on PC and I have a Wii U.
yeah, it feels like one of the more common ones simply because
And I also own a PS4, but I never
Nintendo.
play it.
Which
the door.
I don't know. This seems so like not who's the market. Where's the market demand for this? Like, who is asking for it? One's supposedly designed for like
Streaming.
streaming.
Which like. Why not
Can't
just
the
optimize
Xbox-
the streaming app?
Yeah. Why don't? Because like, yeah, this doesn't seem like it'll be out there, and you know what? I bet it'll be successful, but I'm not getting it. It's not going to convince me to buy this. And I feel like these console makers, them releasing these consoles like so like frequently now, it's going to seriously make me consider if I want to still buy consoles,
Yeah.
because there's no
I
time.
feel like
I know
There's
I
no-
want to make the switch to PC soon
Like-
because
I just
Yeah,
wanted
I bought-
to.
PC parts this week actually. I have all of them except for the case.
Yeah, this is with the whole thing with the console was it's like you have it and you're set for the next like half a decade of gaming. But now if you're going to keep releasing them every 3 years, here's like, well, I can just like you don't need to update a PC that fast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean my laptop is 5 years old and I'm replacing it, but I feel like it could go for another solid 5,
exactly.
yeah, like
basically.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I recently built a
time for-
computer, but that was just because I wanted to build one rather than having a pre-built. I could have easily stuck with my old pre-built for a long time.
hmm yeah, and
time for conspiracy theory time with Guthrie.
Oh,
didn't know this was a new
At least
segment.
with PS4, it feels like they might be trying to squeeze more money out of their fan base because they're not having to do as much research and development. It's just updating the specs, basically, is what I've heard they're basically doing. They're not having to develop an entirely new operating system, which is generally what they do for new console releases to better take advantage of their architecture. And I don't have any details about Xbox One. Well, actually, I heard a rumor they're basically doing a smaller Xbox One that's for like kind of like an Apple TV, but you can also stream games from it, like an add-on basically to a normal Xbox, I guess.
so okay,
And
so it's like
the
the
NX
Steam.
has been in development for a while. I'm pretty
I
sure.
still don't know anything about the NX. I don't understand what it is exactly. Because I meant to replace
No one
the
knows
Wii U.
anything. No one knows anything, but there is one crucial detail: is that Nintendo has a patent for a diskless console. So that either means they're going to cartridges or download only.
I think download only seems more likely.
No, I think cartridges would.
It's
seem
a bad
more
business
like-
decision, though.
not for a console. No, if it's a handheld, then yeah. But I think Nintendo knows by now that it's stupid to do
Well,
cartridges.
cartridges can hold more now.
Well,
Yeah, but they're
basically-
also not really used in anything except handheld anymore.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean like That's never stopped Nintendo before.
Going download.
I mean,
only
all right,
is kind of
that's
a poor business
but
decision
also because
some of-
this is
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, whoa.
Yeah, making stupid business decisions has never stopped them. I mean, the NX release date isn't before Christmas or anything. Like, that's already kind of a red flag.
I'm just saying it's been a while since the GameCube came out. Or not the GameCube, sorry, I'm thinking the
N64.
N64 is what I mean. So even longer, yeah.
By
I
the way,
was-
I don't think that's a stupid business plan at all. Cartridges are just easier. They're easier to make. You don't own the performance will be better.
You don't have
And
to pay licensing fees for discs.
yep, don't
Mhm.
licensees fee. Ugh. Yeah, you won't need to do what Guthrie said.
Licensing
Edit.
fees.
I can't say licensing fees.
I just think because digital downloads is like where everything's going, kind of
Yeah,
with
but-
stuff. I feel.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
at
I
the
think
same time,
eventually-
I feel like a good example is Skyrim and Fallout. Or actually, I'm not sure about Fallout 4, but Skyrim lost Bethesda millions of potential money to be made in India because the Skyrim disc was just a quick little install thingy and then like a Steam code.
Oh yeah.
And there's plenty of countries where data is heavily capped, or
Yeah.
if you want something
Mhm.
actually good, it's really expensive. And
Also-
some of the
Yeah,
biggest
there's also-
developing markets are India and China, where that's basically the case.
There's also the fact that when has Nintendo ever gone in the direction that everything else is going in?
Exactly.
Here's the thing: the whole digital just download your games thing. That's not working too well. Remember
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
PSP
work
Go?
on
No one liked the PSP
It
Go.
it works on PC because that's like what PC is now. Like I don't. At least I can't remember the last time I bought a
Yeah,
physical
built in.
PC.
Well,
But on
I got
consoles, no.
I
it
got
doesn't work on
I bought a
consoles.
physical disc last month, but that was for Battlefield 2142, which came out like more than 10 years ago.
exactly. Like these, like the whole again. That's what Microsoft kind of wanted to do with the Xbox One. Is just
Mhm.
everything's digital. Oh, you don't want that. So
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you don't want it
Nintendo
on a
would suit
console.
enough to do.
Like PS.
You don't want that on console because one of the big appeals of console is literally you can just put a disc or cartridge in, and the game begins playing. You don't have to deal with
yeah,
updates.
and that's
or
kind of
anything
like
that other PS.
getting more and more like less of a thing than it used to
Yeah,
be.
it's
You have to
becoming
download.
harder to do. Like
But
putting in the Destiny disc and then having to download an update. Me and my little brother were so frustrated when we first got Destiny, and it was like our internet is really bad where the PS4 is, so it took like 2 days to download.
Seriously? You just
Yeah.
left the PS4 on for 2 days.
Yes, actually, we
Yeah,
kind of had.
That's the thing is people would always say like, oh, on PC you have to download stuff, on consoles you don't. Now you kind of a lot of times have to on both, but at least on PC you can. I think maybe you can do this on some consoles. I don't know, but on PC you can just like do other stuff while it happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think some
PS3,
consoles do that.
you couldn't. PS3, you would just have to sit down and watch
Yeah.
a green little loading screen. I think we've kind of gone off topic though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So-
Well, it's still
Basically-
relevant.
Console manufacturers are making new consoles, and it's drastically shorter than the lifetimes of their preceding consoles, which was 7 to 10 years. Which, by the way, point I'd like to make: PS2 had a lifetime of 10 years. In a lot of their games, they tried to have at 60 FPS. And even though they're super low polygon and all that, they still play and look great.
Yep.
Little rant there, but
Well, Ram, but again, anyway, I actually can we talk about this because I have been I saw a review of Homefront Revolution.
Yeah?
oh, Homefront Revolution, has that come out yet?
Yeah, it's out, and okay, so and what I saw was the PlayStation 4 version is terrible. The game itself isn't very good, but apparently the PlayStation 4 version is just broken. Basically because it's kind of locked. Well, not locked, but it's like it runs at a 20 FPS.
Doable, but not very enjoyable, in my opinion.
Yeah, and like even the cutscenes stutter. Like, that's fine. That's a bad game. Or that's to me 20 FPS is that's insulting that you can't make a game run at a solid 30.
My laptop
Just-
can barely run 30, and when it does run 30, it's like the light of God is shining out of my laptop monitor. It's one of the reasons I'm getting a freaking PC is because I'm tired of Far Cry 3, and then I'm running it at 7 frames per second. Like, if I wanted to watch something at 7 frames per second, I watch Dragon Ball Z,
Oh,
Yeah, the problem for me
which
is I don't
actually did
really
run at that.
have a laptop. I just have a desktop. So having desktop is nice in general because it's more powerful than most laptops. But like, I like being able to take things places.
oh, you could bring your desktop with you.
I
It's just
mean, I
very
could.
hard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But
That's
like
why I
anyway,
have two computer. I have a desktop computer at my mom's house and my dad's house, because
anyway, like we, I was watching his review, and he said it was one of the worst games he's ever played in his life. And but the reason that was it is he said he would mark a game down just basically if it was at 30 frames per second. But the
Dude,
fact
that's
that it
stupid.
ran lower was an insult, and also it also like it was. And to me, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like of all the great games, and I keep hearing this. Oh, it runs at 30 frames.
Jet Set Radio runs at 30.
Shadow of the Colossus had one of the worst frame rates on the PlayStation 2. Guess what? Nobody cares. GTA 3 doesn't run at 60. Last time I checked.
Bloodborne
At,
runs
like,
at 30.
Like there's so many great games that run at 30, and I'm really getting sick of the whole 30 FPS 720p. How shitty. Like,
to be fair, a lot of those games are older, and they're like different.
No,
standards
Bloodborne's
now.
recent. Bloodborne
Yeah,
was
Bloodborne
last
is
year.
recent.
I know. I was talking about Bloodborne. I was talking about like Jet Set Radio and stuff, and
Yeah,
like
but,
Shadow of the Colossus.
but that's my
there's
point. Like these
with
games.
Jet Set Radio, it was because, in general, hardware and software designers never think that someone can ever fulfill the full specifications of something.
Mm-hmm.
So Jet Set Radio, actually, if I'm wrong on this, someone please tell me, but I'm pretty sure if you can uncap it, but then everything runs like twice or 3 times as fast, basically.
Yeah, but like my point is these older games, like they had these lower frame rates, and they're still really great games. Like to me, FPS, like if it runs at 60, that's good. If it runs at like something where it inhibits your like ability to play it, like 20 or anything below 30, fine, mark it down for that. But it just not being 60 per FPS. I see people who get like, insulted. I see people when a game's on PC and they're like, "Oh, it only runs at 60 FPS." Huh.
Oh,
Yeah, those
like,
people are dumb.
And I'm like,
I mean,
60
another
FPS feels
another
good.
Another thing to note is the human eye doesn't see in frames, but apparently scientists have basically done some experiment or something, and this experiment might turn out to be complete BS. But it's like if the human eye saw in frames, it'd be somewhere between like I want to say 70 and 150 or something.
That's a myth. That it
Yeah.
does like it runs your eye.
But at the
you
same
can
time, your
notice
brain is so smart, it can fill in the gaps pretty well down to like. I mean, you can look at some old animes. They go at like 9 frames per second, or all TV animation is at 12. Your brain
All
just fills in the gaps so well.
All movies are at 24.
Unless you're the Hobbit.
Except
Unless
for the
you're the
Hobbit,
Hobbit.
that's 48.
No, to quote YouTuber, is someone crinkling something?
Yeah, I hear that too.
Huh. Well, to quote YouTuber Super Butterbuns, while I was at her stream, she started talking about frames per second. And she said, like, okay, if you notice when YouTube started the whole 60 frames per second thing, every vlogger on YouTube decided to switch to 50 or to 60 frames per second because they thought it would be better. And they stopped doing that because they realized going at 60 frames per second starts making things look weird. Like,
I thought they stopped just because the novelty kind of wore off.
Well, that's because it's
Also,
video.
rendering
Okay.
times.
Yeah, that too.
yeah,
It's
rendering
video,
times,
it's
but it
different.
also makes stuff look weird. If you look at the Hobbit movies, that run at 48, things also start looking weird.
Well, but okay, this is third. Video games is different. Different things don't really look weird when they're running at 30 FPS. That's actually an excuse. When it was rumored that when Ubisoft said that Assassin's Creed Unity was only going to run at 30, they capped it at 30. They justified it and said 30 is more cinematic and better for action games.
Yeah, that's a load of shit.
60 FPS looks weird, and it doesn't for video games because it also
Yeah.
just feels better.
I mean,
Better for
Risk
video.
of Rain, that's the only game I can run at 60, and it's like so smooth and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's much more responsive, basically.
Also, what bothers me is like this mostly applies to PC games. Is when a game is like capped at a certain frame rate and it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Like it's like on consoles, it kind of makes sense since a lot of games just can't run at a higher FPS. But like you get a game that's like capped at like 30 or something, and it's like it could easily like run at 60, and sometimes you can mod it to. But it's like why is it capped when it doesn't need to be? Sometimes.
Yeah.
As I said, it's basically because software developers never expect people to make full use of the specifications. That's why Chrome takes up so much RAM, basically.
God. Anyway. So
Moving on.
Yeah, that was a long tangent on...
Yeah, it's consoles,
FPS.
frames per second. Basically, I'm kind of skeptical of all console makers, but with their new stuff coming out, but Nintendo less so, because I remember hearing rumors about that NX was doing, like, before even the Wii U came out. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
They
know. I
certainly
mean,
are going in a new direction, I guess.
I'm never sure whether to be skeptical of Nintendo or not, because, like they do a lot of like, questionable stuff, but then a lot of times it also works out for them.
They're
And
a
sometimes
wild
it doesn't.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on.
Someone mentioned Shadow of the Colossus, so we could bring up The Last Guardian.
Oh, well...
Yeah. Speaking of Shadow of the Colossus, which we were doing 10 minutes ago.
Well, I was moving on to Monster Hunter Stories.
New amiibos. That there. Third-party amiibos.
Well, Monster Hunter Stories has a Japanese release date. We don't know whether... Okay, first off, third-party amiibos are a big thing because we rarely see any third-party amiibos. Like, the only ones that we actually have seen that were third-party are Pac-Man, Ryu, and Shovel Knight.
And Ryu and Shovel Knight are both in Smash 5 or
Bros.
Smash 4.
Yeah.
Smash.
Shovel Knight's in... Oh, yeah, he is.
Shovel Knight's not in Smash 4. Shovel Knight just
Yeah.
has his own amiibo. So that's interesting, and we don't know whether that's going to be coming to the US or not. Because
It
this is the
will.
first case we've seen where a game that has not been announced for the US is getting amiibos. So that's that's going to lead to some like weird amiibo exclusivity.
I mean, it depends. I mean, does that count like Lucas? Because
Well, Lucas was in Smash Bros. Though.
oh right, yeah. That never mind. I was thinking like Mother 3.
So like, US people that want those amiibos,
Who's ready to pay for Japanese imports and custom fees?
which are going to be
Oh
like
my.
$30 just to get
Mm.
some amiibos that probably won't work for them because they're going to be like
Because region locking.
region locking exactly.
Yeah, I own
Speaking
like
as a Kamen Rider
amiibo.
fan, those are going to cost way more than $30 to import them.
I own like one amiibo, and it's a Pac-Man amiibo, and his name is Donkey Kong.
Why
And
don't
I'm,
you just
like-
get a Donkey Kong one and name it Donkey Kong?
Because they didn't. I was at like the store or something, and they didn't have Donkey Kong,
I had a
and
dream.
so I got Pac-Man.
I had a dream where it was like me, Guthrie, I think Ronnie, and Michael Sarah.
Michael
and you-
Cera?
Yeah, and Guthrie's dad took us to a 7-Eleven But Michael Cera
did
decided to leave. Like, he just started walking off, and we were like, Michael Cera, no, and he acted like he couldn't hear us. And so it was just me, you, and me, Ronnie, and Guthrie, and we were at this 7-Eleven that had like a slide in it, and like it sold like nachos and stuff. I don't know where this dream came from, but we found Chinese knockoffs of
It's not
amiibo
working.
that had characters who didn't have amiibos. I think there was I saw a Mario and a Donkey Kong one, and then I saw one of of a dog, and then I think a Persona character. I remember this vividly.
Were they called the Mamboos?
No, but the amiibo was drawn in with like pencil.
Great.
And then I woke up and I was like, the fuck.
The other
Woke up
day,
in a cold sweat, just.
the other day, I
What was
had a
that?
dream where I like
Are we living
convinced.
in reality?
I had a dream and I questioned whether or not I was dreaming, and I convinced myself that I wasn't. Like, I was dreaming, and in the dream, I was like, wait, is this a dream? And then I was like, nah. And then I woke up and I was like, wait, that was totally a dream.
Scott, are you sure this isn't a dream?
I don't know. I mean, in the dream, the way I convinced myself it wasn't a dream was because I thought, oh, this feels like too real.
Have you used your pendant to tether you to awakeness? Spin it. Oh, I swear.
What?
You haven't seen Inception, have you?
No, I haven't.
Because whenever anyone mentions Inception, I have to mention this. The entire point of it being ambiguous whether or not the top falls or not is because he doesn't care about whether or not he's in reality. He just wants to see his kids, basically.
Whoa.
Whoa. Anyway, so moving on. Anyone here remember Mighty Number 9?
I do.
Oh.
As much as it pains me. I remember backing it.
Well,
I'm gonna get a free copy when it comes out.
Well, the recent Mighty Number 9 trailer came out, and everyone lost their shit.
They made fun
I bet a lot
of
people
anime
remind me that it
fans. Who's
existed and
ever
that they
done that
backed it, and
before?
they're like, oh.
I don't care.
This had a $4 million budget. And now, because of that trailer, people want their money back.
Because
on them.
because
Because they don't understand how Kickstarter works.
yep.
Yeah.
They also
Kickstarter is like an investment, but you can't even sell and recoup any profits you lost, any money you lost.
Like,
It's like
you-
investment riskier.
By the
and
way, the fact
You
that
can't say like, "Oh, I want my money back because this isn't as good as I thought it was gonna be." Like, that's not.
Yeah.
Also, people are constantly pointing out that explosion effect. It's an explosion effect. You're not supposed to take screenshots and stare at it. It just is supposed to happen and go by. This is like when people look at those. It's like, or like.
The animation errors for the Powerpuff Girls reboot.
Or like when people take screenshots of like the citizens in Gran Turismo games who are cheering, and like are like, hey, look at how good the graphics are in this game. You're not supposed to look
Jokes
at
on
it.
them. It's an asset that you're not supposed to look at, just like the leaf textures in Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, for those who haven't seen the trailer, to just seeing it, just to like, because the trailer itself was the way it was edited was good, but the narrator,
Oh, the narrator was the worst part of the trailer.
yeah,
The game also looks really unfinished.
yeah. See, you know what I think they should have done. So,
Finish the game.
Not use their entire game budget on hookers and cocaine.
no,
That's double
And
fine.
that narrator.
okay. So I was
That
gonna
is
say.
true. That is double fine.
So what I was gonna say was that they should have instead made it an animated 2D game. Why? Well, let's compare budgets of something like Skullgirls, Mighty Number 9. They could have easily done it. I mean, Skullgirls had what?
Like $100,000.
$150,000.
I don't
Which
think
is
that's
like
a fair comparison.
it's not really a fair comparison. I'm gonna say it's
What was that other Mega Man style game? Like Gunzerker Volk or something?
yeah, Azure Striker Gumball. I think that was also I think that was also Concept, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have done something like that. I don't know what went wrong here.
To me, the game itself, it looks fine. I don't really have a problem. It looks like a Kickstarter game. I feel like a lot of people got over like hyped and thought that it was going to look like a AAA release.
Which is funny because AAA releases don't even have $4 million budgets.
Yeah.
Have something in the low 20s to like 70s.
Like this to me, this it looks fine.
And thousands of people working on it.
Mm-hmm.
And this has, as far as I know, a pretty big development team. So a lot of that money goes to paying people, and a lot. I mean, I know like another publisher has come into this. This Kickstarter, like these people have not been doing a good job with their Kickstarters, especially with the whole Red Ash thing, because they haven't been very honest. But I feel like the game's going to be good. To me,
The
people saying
gameplay looks pretty fine.
I personally, when I went to Comic-Con, I played the demo that they had there. That was fun. It felt.
Yeah, I think the game's gonna be good, but it's probably not gonna do very well. Just because of the trailer.
Like
that's what it's gonna be remembered for. It's just a shitty trailer.
It's horrible trailer.
Okay. Like I know that the game's gonna be good. I played that demo and it was actually fun. Like it didn't feel like Mega Man. It felt more like Azure Striker Gumball in a sense. Because it's about like going fast and trying to beat the level as quickly as possible. Like, it's fun. Though I will admit that they aren't doing a very good job on the Kickstarter. Because Scott,
I backed it, right? Yeah. I'm gonna get a free
get?
copy when it comes out. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with that really. But I'm still gonna play it when it comes out, mainly because I'm getting a free copy, or I guess not free, because I mean I spent money on the Kickstarter. Yeah.
How much did you pledge?
I mean, basically,
I can check. I'm not totally sure.
I mean, basically, this kind of ties down to the Kickstarter games in general. Is basically Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and other crowdfunding platforms are basically a way to both make a pitch and get investors without the investors' control. You know, generally when you start a business,
and like
you can either keep it private and try and get a loan or something, or you can sell shares and then have investors telling you what you need to do for maximum profit.
Oh, why is it not listed under
my
back projects?
People are expecting the professionalism from something that has actually had stock on the market. I don't know. It's just Kickstarter is kind of weird. It's like investing, but with more risk, basically.
Yeah.
It's not on my back projects.
Because with investing, you can always sell your shares if there's a buyer, or you can just buy a majority hostile takeover and tell the person what to do.
Yeah, and
you can't do either of that with Kickstarter.
Not everything is going to be like a Super Hot or Wasteland 2.
Yeah.
So.
Or Undertale, or Banner Saga.
Yeah.
Or Honey Pop.
Or Honey Pop.
Or Honey Pop.
Or Honey Pop. By the way, if you want some hentai, go ask Scott.
Yeah,
like, I'd imagine I'd imagine the people behind Mighty Number 9 are talented game devs. You know.
Yeah.
I'd imagine they're talented. They're good at what they do. I feel like it's more of the issue of what backers expect, and also kind of an issue with their communication to their backers. And also people backing, forgetting, and then hearing about the trailer and being like, I invested in that. I backed that.
That's me.
Yeah. I'm excited for Bloodstained Ritual tonight, but, you know, that's besides the point. But speaking of games that took forever to come out, or that are taking forever to come out. The Last Guardian U gameplay details revealed. Confirmed 2016.
Okay, so it's an Team Ico game. So gameplay means walking around, jumping, and grabbing onto things, and occasionally holding one plot critical item. Am I correct?
Yeah.
You're also interacting with the AI companion that kind of does its own thing. So it's like an escort mission.
I
think they've already done as a game, but even worse.
They're just combining Shadow of the Colossus and Ico into one thing. Or instead of an Ico, it's like Ico where you have your own NPC helper companion, but instead of like a female, it's just a griffin, which I'm all down for.
I still haven't played any of those games.
Oh, they're so
I've
good.
been meaning to.
Something tells me the griffin's gonna die.
That griffin's it's dead.
Yeah,
it's so dead.
It's
and you're going to cry.
Lasers out of its tail, though.
It's too cute not to die.
It's a Team Ico game. If something doesn't die, something's wrong. Basically, if anything in the environment doesn't die, it's usually you.
If you don't cry, if it's a Team Ico game, if they don't make you at least contemplate crying, then they've probably done their job wrong.
Yeah.
Or
it's like
you're a heartless bastard.
With Zero Escape, they show people dying in like the opening cutscenes, and it's like not really a spoiler because kind of everybody dies at least at one point.
Oh my god, we went 40 minutes without Scott bringing up Zero Escape.
No, he brought it up earlier.
Yeah, like briefly.
Okay, we went 40 minutes without Scott referencing Zero Escape again.
I mean, I brought it like close to the beginning, so still around 40 minutes.
Yeah, Last Guardian looks interesting.
Yeah.
Considering the little amounts of information we've heard about it, but 2016 release date, I'm thinking it's going to be late summer, maybe winter, and
I just want this game to be out. I just want it to be out. I'm so sick of waiting for it. I've been looking forward to this game for years and years.
How many years?
Too many years.
Wasn't it like 15 or something?
It's taken a long ass time to be made.
Since before the PlayStation 3 came out.
That's about 10.
Let's see. PlayStation.
It came out. Well, no.
Wasn't it 2006?
No, that was the Xbox 360.
2008?
PlayStation 3
2007.
came out in... It was released at the end of 2006. So yeah, basically 10 years now. Since I'm thinking it's probably going to be released in the winter.
10 years plus before the PlayStation.
It should... Like, this game was supposed to be like a launch title, if I remember, for it.
Christ.
And then it was supposed to be a launch title for the PlayStation.
It's gonna be a launch title for the new iteration of PlayStation 4.
Oh my god. Ugh.
How many generations is that? That's like 2.5?
Yes, it is.
And it's HD, so it's a 2.5 HD remix.
I still haven't played Kingdom Hearts either.
You need to play a lot of games, Scott.
Because all the games like the Shadow of the Colossus and all that, those are like
PlayStation Japanese games. RPGs. We won World War II, okay?
And I didn't have a PlayStation console until I got a PS4, and I can't play most of those games on it. I mean, I can play the sequels to some of them.
You can play Kingdom Hearts 3, you can play Persona 5, you can play JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of
I love how you're talking about a ton of games that aren't out. You can play Kingdom Hearts 3. What?
Yeah, and JoJo Eyes of Heaven comes out the same day as Zero Time Dilemma.
Oh,
so I could say I've got a dilemma here.
You've got no money.
I mean, I already pre-ordered Zero Time Dilemma, so it's not so much a choice.
You've got no style.
Yeah, Last Guardian.
So you could say
looks really interesting.
Time on this dilemma.
Yay!
Now then, Ronnie, I'm going to set up a transition for you. So, I have, despite the prediction I made earlier, I have a gut feeling that Last Guardian will be delayed.
Oh yeah, and speaking of delays,
Wow.
it's official. No Man's Sky delayed to August. We're just on a train of games that aren't gonna come out eventually. Are gonna come out eventually, but
So
probably not.
speaking of
this-
games,
Maybe
how
this
about
will give them
Escape from
time to tell us what
Tarkov?
No Man's Sky is. No Man's Sky is nothing but hype and gameplay footage that we don't know is actual gameplay, and is probably not.
It's
So
gonna
maybe
it's gonna be the 2016 Evolve.
it's going to be 2015's Destiny, where we don't know
2015
anything about it
is
until really until like the month before the game's released.
Mhm.
I'm calling it now. It's gonna be Destiny mixed
Sorry,
with
my phone
Evolve
off.
mixed with Spore.
Like,
Actually, Spore is the best comparison.
what is this game? Why?
It's
Why
I,
is it
I wouldn't
being
even
played?
really call it a game. It's gonna be like a walking simulator where you get to claim territory.
Our games,
Yep.
and we don't
you're
know
gonna
that.
fly your ship, and then after hours of
Yeah,
exploring, finally find another planet discovered by another. Please, lol. That's the name of the planet.
Yeah, like the one thing No Man's Sky has done very well is not tell us about No Man's Sky.
Exactly. So
This is why I like Paradox.
I'm
Is
not.
they stream all of the games they're working on. You know,
How is,
and
how,
sometimes a random guy. It's awesome.
how is how,
Speaking of which, Hearts of Iron 4 looks great.
Yeah.
Yep.
So really, what more do we have to say about No Man's Sky? Like,
We'll talk about it when the developers do.
Yep. Until then, I'm gonna say it's the next Spore. It's the
Yeah.
Spore for a new generation of gamers.
Hashtag No Man's Game.
look, at least we know that somewhere in No Man's Sky, there is
There
a
will be a
planet
planet
where
with
there is a
dicks.
planet where creatures are shaped like dicks.
We don't know
And it
that though.
And it will be
We
named
don't know
Weed.
that.
I know one thing for sure is you're gonna be exploring planets found by other people, and they're all just gonna be named Weed or Penis or something.
I know there's gonna be a planet full of Trump supporters,
Yeah,
and no one's gonna go there.
it's called Alderaan.
Okay. So speaking of another game that hasn't come out, Gravity Rush 2's dynamic new world and potent combat.
Are we gonna talk about any games that are coming out?
I mean, really?
Overwatch came out.
What?
I said Overwatch came out.
Okay.
Hey, do any have any? Okay, I played the beta. That it was good. Good. We don't. No news though.
I mean,
It's usually
Battleborn's
success.
getting some new heroes,
DLC.
and it also went and also when Overwatch came out, it dropped $20 in price.
It did.
Wait, Overwatch did or Battleborn did?
Battleborn.
Battleborn.
Speaking of which, Overwatch is $40.
Cap's just here. Did someone say Overwatch? Because I don't really care. We know you don't care, buddy. We know you don't care.
I was never really interested in Overwatch either, probably because I didn't play the beta.
So good though.
Yeah. I mean, I
yeah,
don't even
it's-
play a whole lot of multiplayer games.
Well, you should play
so
Overwatch because it's like
I played
it's
the beta.
MOBA TF2.
I played the beta a little bit and I sucked. So
I played the beta and I enjoyed it. Honestly, out of the two, from the open betas, Overwatch. Just
Yeah.
Overwatch. It won. The animated shorts, the lore, Overwatch.
Gravity Rush 2. I just wanted to use this to plug. I put this on just so I could plug and gush about Gravity Rush.
Okay.
Yeah. So I doubt any of you have heard of Gravity Rush, except for maybe
Nope.
Cap, since he's a PlayStation Vita fan.
Yeah, he's curious.
They just released a bunch of new details about the sequel, and I'm just really excited that it's getting a sequel. The game looks gorgeous. It's basically like, if you can mind, they keep using they keep saying it's like a comic book. I don't see it. but to me, it just feels like a really great like. It feels almost like a Miyazaki movie with the way it's stylized and the way it like the like worlds look.
Mm-hmm.
It's just great. You get to fly around and fight monsters in this grand like this like city that's all like upside down, and you get to shift the gravity around. Doing a very poor job of explaining it in it, but just looking at the gameplay, it seems like a lot of the games. It seems like the sequel is going to improve upon the original in a ton of new ways.
Yeah. I didn't really pay attention to Gravity Rush too much. Even the sequel, I didn't have a Vita, and I don't have a Vita. I might pick up a PS Vita TV. It's only $40.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
Gravity Rush is now out on PlayStation 4.
Oh, I might try it out then.
It's really good.
I might.
Like, so, yeah, all of you play it. Oh shit!
I don't know, cause. Never mind.
Well, we have run out of news this week.
Recommendations, everyone. Like, do we want to do? We want to talk about what we recommend.
Wait, but first, Scott. I was gonna say like we could just use Scott to fill in like 29 minutes of time with Ace Attorney.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not doing that. So recommendations, everyone, and we might do a small mini Q&A, even though everyone
Nobody.
here knows.
This is like our smallest turnout.
Yep.
Yep.
Who wants to go first? Who wants to recommend their shit?
Well, let's have Scott, because I think I know what he's gonna recommend.
Oh well. I recommend this game you may or may not have heard of. This series. It's called it's called. You're gonna guess which one I'm gonna say. There's two different things I could be about to say.
Well, let's see. Is it called Ace Attorney Zero Time Dilemma?
Maybe.
Bad Rats. I got it. Bad Rats.
Bad Rats. It is.
Yep. You got it, man. Like that's what I recommend. Like it's usually goes on sale for like a few cents.
Oh my god! I'm so...
What?
Oh, I think Guthrie Skype, bro.
Screenshot. And secondly, Guthrie's anger boiled and exploded, and it destroyed his internet for a second.
The funniest fucking moment.
Oh,
You're just like,
Did I am?
oh, another screenshot.
Again.
Revenge, Guthrie. Revenge for all these screenshots you got on me.
You don't even know the level of hype I'm on for the next Bad Rats game.
oh my god, he's getting so spotty.
Oh my.
Like, I'm so excited for it.
Your
Like, that's
Skype
Like,
is
so
literally.
hype for video gaming has gone is the next Bad Rats game.
Guthrie, your Skype
Alright,
is going
I'm just gonna
so.
turn off video now for safety.
So now we have that face, and probably.
Yeah.
Just exit the call and come back.
That's pretty like a robot to anybody else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His voice.
Scott, so what were you going to recommend?
Zero Escape and Ace Attorney.
Oh.
Both.
Yeah, Guthrie, just exit and enter
The
again.
third Zero Escape game is coming out exactly 1 month from today. For 3DS Vita, and then Steam 2 days later. And I pre-ordered the 3DS version, which kind of looks like shit, apparently, compared to the Vita version, and presumably Steam. But I'll probably get it on 3DS and Steam. Because I would just switch my pre-order or something, but I pre-ordered the version that comes with the watch, and if I switch that, I won't get the watch, because you can't pre-order with the watch anymore.
Well, get good, Scrub Lord. Also, Guthrie, turn on your camera.
Okay. But you don't want to see my glorious profile picture?
Well, it's fucking with the layout.
Oh.
So that was hilarious. So Guthrie, what are your recommendations?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to recommend.
Whatever you want, buddy.
Just recommend what
Upcoming
you...
video games you should look out for. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. I would say it looks like a lot of fun. I saw a demo of it at last year's Comic-Con, and it looks great because basically, Deus Ex is a stealth game, but they're all about. So it's like action game, but focuses on stealth.
Cap, his profile pic isn't Ronald Reagan, and it's not Trump.
It's from a Navy SEALs manual
You might want
on a page how to be aware of your surroundings.
That's how Cap feels right now. Rip off Trump.
Oh yeah, fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. He
That
fucked with our
fucking
city.
tweet he sent out about the San Diego police pissed me off so much.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
for those who just tune in now, a couple of our classmates got arrested.
Or her. Protesting Trump.
And hurt. And they have been called thugs by Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump called the protesters thugs and was like, thanks to the San Diego police for getting rid of them. And it was like, yeah, people got fucking hit.
Sorry, that was an
Asshole.
important text from my mom telling me that there's chicken in the fridge.
Person's nose got broken. Even though I didn't like that person, that doesn't give them the right to fucking be hurt or anything.
Mm-hmm. Like, most of these people I really, like, most of the people that got arrested and stuff, I don't think too highly of or don't really care for, but even still, I'm like, that's not cool. Like, what the fuck?
And I guess now we
Yeah.
can never share this podcast around our school.
Well,
I mean, I like most of the people at my school, but
The only people I hate at my school are these assholes like named Scott, Ronnie, and Guthrie.
Yeah, I hate that
yeah,
Scott
hate,
guy.
Oh, yeah,
hate
fuck them.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His real name's Daniel, but everyone people calling him Scott for some reason.
Yeah. Sounds so fucking weird. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Why can't he just go by his name like a normal person?
Yeah, but,
Donald Trump is recommended.
Anyway,
so, Dre, your recommendation.
so okay, a little book came out this week by DC. We might have done a whole Banished episode about it. It's kind of big. It's a new beginning for DC. Like a baptizement. It's being born again. It's being rebirthed. DC Rebirth special.
Not the best point to jump into DC Comics.
Not the best point, but not the worst point either.
Confusing point.
Confusing fucking point. If you want to know the direction that DC Comics is going in for the next
Few years.
Yeah, next few years. Pick this up. It sets precedent for DC. It's teasing at their new events. If you stopped reading DC for a while, this will be a great way to come back. If you didn't like a lot of the storylines in the New 52, this is also a nice apology. It's a return for a lot of characters and a lot of aspects of the DC universe that have been gone. And there's some teasing of, like certain other really important graphic novels and older stories that might be being revisited, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's also good. Also, I think me and Guthrie will both recommend this, even though he has more.
Yeah, it was good.
The Captain America, Steve Rogers Captain America issue 1. You've probably all heard of this.
You've probably heard about this.
Captain America be a Nazi. I guess, kind of. Maybe not. Probably not, honestly. So.
Yeah.
It was an interesting book. Certainly started off a new storyline.
Oh yeah, Captain America's a Nazi Cap.
Kinda. Probably not, though.
And Deadpool doesn't like chimichangas.
Okay,
Everything I knew has been betrayed.
as for my recommendations, I recommend Monster Hunter 4. It's a good game. Hunt with me, please. I'm desperate. As for anime,
Holding out for the generations.
yeah. As for anime, I would say Durarara. Mostly, huh?
You've already recommended Durarara on this show.
Well, I was gonna say mostly X2, Ketsu for that reason, because it's being dubbed currently. It's almost about to finish too. So go watch all of that shit.
Wait, never mind. Sorry.
I was gonna say I need to watch more anime for this current season. I don't know if I said Your Lie in April. That's a sad one. Did I recommend Soul Eater yet? Go watch Soul Eater.
Watch an anime from 2008.
I was wondering, could I
Haruhi
do some like
Suzumiya?
more recommendations? Because I didn't actually
Talking.
recommend anything that isn't kind of like already
Speed
a
Racer,
thing that I
guys.
actively recommend.
Great.
Sure.
Speed
Sure, Scott,
Racer
go ahead.
is great.
Well, lately I've been rewatching Hunter x Hunter, which is a good show, pretty underrated, I think. Probably one of the best shonen in my opinion. It
I've
starts off
watched some-
what?
I've watched a couple of episodes of that, and I really do love the music.
Yeah, it starts off seeming really childish, but it's really dark at times. It's not a kid's show, despite what it seems like at first. And yeah, actually, what else can I recommend? Oh, I recommend a visual novel called Umineko. It's a murder mystery story that is really good and coming to Steam in July, on July 8th, I think.
So if you want to celebrate America's independence with small Japanese girls getting murdered,
Yeah,
do that, you crazy bastard.
yeah, with some. Yep, basically, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Why should I have to watch subtitles? We won World War II.
I got another recommendation. Get Monster Hunter Online. It's a free.
Oh yeah,
Monster-
English patch is coming out in 2 days.
Actually, right now it should be tomorrow.
Oh,
It should be coming out tomorrow. Monster Hunter Online is free. You do have a bit. You do have to go through a bit to get through it, but there is a video explaining how. It's a very good video explaining how, but yeah, get it. The English patch is coming out. Hunt with me, like it's fun, and also get Danganronpa. It's on PC and
I still
Vita.
need to finish replaying the
Stop
first
telling
one.
me to do that.
So I can play the
Do
second.
it.
I'm not a huge
I
fan
don't-
of the first one.
I don't need Danganronpa. I have Persona 4.
You
Zero
need-
Escape is
they're
better than
nothing alike.
Danganronpa, anyways.
I don't need my bear. I don't need their bear. I
I
have my bear already.
I don't need Danganronpa. I have Zero Escape, which is
But you own Danganronpa.
yeah, but Zero Escape is still better.
I don't need all these video games for my sadistic murder of teenagers. I have real life for that.
Oh yeah,
That got
that's
too
true.
real.
I mean, yeah, I do like murdering teenagers. It's
Danganronpa.
pretty fun.
Play Danganronpa.
Rigid RG and Ganweo Ropapanana play Danganronpa, you
Everybody
rock
give
gift.
you guns and knows Kung Fu.
Fight me.
Alright, should we get Cap in here so you can fight him?
Yeah, I'll fight him and his stupid shitty bear, Phoenix Wright.
What about Phoenix Wright?
Danganronpa is just
Oh.
just Phoenix Wright with murder.
But
Yeah,
Phoenix Wright is
basically.
all about murder!
Yeah, it's that one murder mystery series, but with murder.
Exactly.
Phoenix Wright is just
all
Phoenix Wright with.
He's actually gonna go.
Oh my god,
I
he's
bought-
actually gonna get on.
My box of Legos
Alright,
just fell.
let's bring him on.
Oh my god. This.
And I'll tell him about how Kanji is the worst waifu.
Just Phoenix right with murder? Okay, you whore. Fight me IRL. Says Captain Studley in the chat. 1v1 me. Fox only, no items.
Come
So,
over,
let's go.
come over to Dago, and I'll show you how we do it here.
Show him how we do it on the west side. Wait, he's on the west side.
I mean,
on the south
This
side?
can only be settled in one way.
Phoenix Wright is
Super
better
Smash
than
Flash?
Danganronpa anyways.
Agni Kai.
Oh yeah, I beat you in Super Smash Flash, so you can't. So now you have to say that your bombs aren't that good.
Wait, that what?
Remember, we fought in Super Smash Bros. Whether or not your cherry bombs sucked.
My cherry bombs are good. You take that back, you whore.
I won in Super
lemon
Smash Flash, so I have
stealing
every right to say that.
Hey, hasn't it been a few seconds since we last looked at our lemon tree?
I'm not from West Philadelphia,
What
born and
lemon
raised in the
tree?
playground
Do we
where I
have
spent
a
most of my
lemon?
days.
I was referencing. Have you not seen that?
No.
It's this thing where there's like this porno, and the intro to it is like something about lemon stealing horrors. I don't remember it exactly,
Oh,
but
yeah,
like
that is great.
they're like, man, I can't believe there's all these lemons. I'm glad there's no lemon stealing horrors stealing our lemons. And it's like, wait, hasn't it been like 30 seconds since we last looked at our lemon tree? And then look over and there's like a horror stealing their lemons.
Fuck.
If I remembered it better, I could.
Cap
I
knows
have-
the lemon stealing horse?
I am armed, Cap. Let's do this.
No, do not link porn in the chat.
No, it's not. It's. I think it's safe for work if it's just
Yeah,
the
only-
intro.
Don't link
I'll have to
forward.
link his anime fan art of the Flapjack cartoon.
Okay, I'm looking on this. Oh, restricted.
Restricted? Do you?
I'll just switch over to my adult account.
Oh, it is age restricted. You're right.
Stop. Can we just... It's time to stop. Filthy Frank, can someone get Filthy Frank in here?
He's too
It's
big
time.
for us.
Time to stop!
He's too successful.
That is true.
So do we want to end the show?
Yeah, we probably should end the show. This was a very quick and short Geeks by Gaslight. This is... However, there are a few announcements I need to make. Remember, we have a Discord server. I will link that in the chat when we're done.
Support us on Patreon. Oh, we don't have that yet.
We don't have a Patreon.
And remember, check out Audible and Crunchyroll.
We have a Discord server which you can join. It's fun. It's cool. It's free. And Cap's
It's
on, so he might
I
actually
mean,
fight
I
you.
wouldn't call it cool.
No.
Hey, it's cool.
If you ever want to talk to me, I never answer.
If you ever want to talk to me, I always answer.
If you ever want to talk to me,
to
I'm
me,
probably
I'm
not.
You should
looking at that
probably go to
server.
Tuesdank for that.
I'm in like 10 servers at least. Let me
I'd
count.
also-
1, 2,
I'd also like to sort of pseudo-announce a new show. Really, it's just when we're low on news and we don't really have much to talk about. It's just
14.
It's Geeks by Gaslight Quick Bit. It's like a 30-minute episode of Geeks by Gaslight. Short, simple, to the point. Just to make sure we have some content out, even on those days where we don't have much content.
I'm in 14 Discord servers.
Why are you in 14 Discord servers?
There's Tuesday, there's the Ace Attorney server, there's the private Ace Attorney server, there's the Ace Attorney Bird server, there's the Ace Attorney Events server, there's there's the Ace Attorney Fan Translation Project server, there's this guy's Ace Attorney Fan Case server, there's the JoJo server, there's the JoJo Part 7 Fandub server, there's the Zero Escape server, there's Geeks by Gaslight, there's the 3DS server, and then there's 2 official Discord servers for like developing bots and stuff.
Okay, that has been Geeks by Gaslight for this week. We are the classiest show on the internet. And we
Bye,
hate Jesus.
everybody. Dang and roll.
Bye.
Bye.